From the south side of Chicago, Willie Wynn gets the ball for the White Sox in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Yeah, he's a hot topic around baseball right now because he's throwing the ball really well, and he's the reigning American League Rookie of the Month because of it. It's always cool to see guys have success when they break into the majors, so we'll see if he continues to impress in this start.
First pitch coming. Here it is. First of 3 here on this Tuesday night as the game's first offering is taken for strike 1. And guys, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Row, now I guess it's time where you push that go button. You're getting a little sense of urgency. They find themselves in 3rd place, and if they want to be part of the postseason picture, it's time to get going and get going pronto.
Yeah, it's taken too long for this team to carve out any identity for themselves. They're going to have to find a way to get on a roll, offensively or pitch better. Something's got to change.
And the changeup is taken for a called 3rd strike, and the leadoff man is gone to begin the ball game. With that, let's get you a look at the starting 9 for the Tigers. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Josh Harrison is a guy looking to turn things around right now. Last month, he turned in less than 20 hits. He's just been real inconsistent. That's not terrible, but it's not good either. And he's the guy that they need to be productive. I'm looking for a bounce back here.
Game time temperature tonight, 62 degrees, but should drop into the 50s before we're done. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Mercer, a former Pittsburgh Pirate who was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a 1-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off-season.
And he takes strike 3 called, and it's a pair of punch-outs that begin the ball game. So striding in, Miguel Cabrera will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Couldn't get the knuckleball to come back down there. High for a ball. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Dan, Rusty Valentine behind the dish tonight. He is north.
Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Nicholas Castellanos. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Love jumping out to an early 3-0 lead, but this game is far from over. A lot of innings left to be played. He's going to have to continue to execute out on that mound.
The windup and the 0-1. Taken, but called for strike 2 on the outer part of the zone.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at-bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
Popped him up. Moncada is there. 1 down.
Okay, guys, here's how the Southsiders are lining up on D today. And let's take a look at catcher Wellington Castillo, putting the digits down, massaging this pitching staff through the game, and one of the above-average arms when guys try to steal on him.
A frustrated swing and miss at a knuckleball. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Stays alive, still 0-2.
Hey, I don't blame him for fouling that one away. His eyes lit up right there. He did not expect a changeup up in the zone with 2 strikes. Group.
And he popped him up, drifting back behind first. Crone ranges back, and he has it for out number 2. Digging into the batter's box next is John Hicks. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So he's aboard here on the 2-out single, but overall this is one of the weaker offensive ball clubs around, at least in terms of team batting average. And as you see, they're 2 away from the bottom spot in that category. 13th best, if you will, in the AL. Kristen Stewart is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Geyer coasts under it. And that ends the inning. Leading off the inning, Mikey Mata, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Mikey Mata.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swung on and missed. That strike 2. And that's down into left center for a base hit.
You know, D-Row, at times that knuckleball has a mind of his own. This one wasn't intended to be located down the middle of the plate, but that's exactly where it was.
Yeah, I think the batter was shocked right there. He actually got a pitch. That's been one of the few pitches that have missed over the heart of the plate. When you're facing a knuckleball guy, it's darting and diving all over. The last place you think it's going to end up is down the chute.
Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Josh Harrison stands in. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
Hard hit ball to second, right to Gonzalez. To second for 1, relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 1 hit's all they get. We'll head now to the home half of inning number. At the plate, Jordy Mercer as we begin the top of the 4th. Here comes the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Swing, and he puts a charge into this one, high and deep, and you can forget about it. This ball is gone. The first baseman, Miguel Cabrera, stands in. As he'll watch a knuckleball that dances its way in there for strike 1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And this is pulled fouled as he was way out in front there. 1 run on 3 hits. 1 error for the Tigers thus far. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. O'Neill arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Nicholas Castellanos. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Ground ball sent back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
Crone is over, and he tucks it away for the second out. Striding forward now is the DH, John Hicks, a base hit in his first trip. First pitch of the at-bat. Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1.
You might see a change of game plan right here from the pitcher and catcher. They have to find a way to get these guys off that early count heater. Look for a little bit of change of pace.
Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. So they pick up a... Up next steps Kristen Stewart. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
And he falls behind 0-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the run is O'Neill, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. 1 out now here in the Tiger 5th inning, and that'll bring up the outfielder Mikey Matuk to bat next. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a ball chopped foul down the left side. Here's the 0-2. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Gonzalez waits on it, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. Standing in, Grayson Greenier, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Down in. Ready for another shot now. Josh Harrison, 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Hey, guys, I think the pitcher was just trying to steal a strike right there. I do not think he expected to get ambushed on an get me over breaking ball. But that's exactly what happened. You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Leadoff man on doesn't kill us. Let's try and roll a double play right here. Let's execute a good pitch down and away. See if we can get a ground ball and rely on your defense a little bit.
Fouled off. Harrison gets his lead at first, nobody out. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
First delivery to him on the way. On the ground to the right side. Gonzalez is up with it. There's one. On the first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. No runs on a hit, no errors. Digging in once again, Nicholas Castellanos. Last time through was a base hit.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
I know it goes without saying, but the best pitch in baseball is getting ahead with a first pitch strike. That's why this guy's been in this game, pounding the zone.
Popped up, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. And a knuckleball ties him in knots there, and that's the first out.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right, but what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Here's the first pitch to him. That knuckleball dances over the inside corner. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Chasing after it is O'Neill. He gets there, and that's the second out. Stepping up now, John Hicks. A hit in 2 tries so far.
John Hicks.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. I think I'd take that one too. It's 0-2 now.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero and just start getting the leadoff guy on.
The 0-2 once more.
Straight up.
This pitch is popped up, and no one will track it down. Line drive to center field. Cordell is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Starting to run out of innings here as they are unable to cut into the stepping into the box, Kristen Stewart. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
14.
First pitch on its way. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
And he takes strike 2. Lifted in the air out to center field. Cordell is under it. And that's the first out of the inning. Into the box now, Mikey Matza. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Straight up.
And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. He's fit to be tied after that one. It's 0-2.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
And another foul ball. 5-1 our score as we play the 8th. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. Now to the plate, Grayson Greenier. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
No balls and a strike to count. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Softly down the line toward first. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and he went fishing in the dirt. And that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. Kelvin Herrera comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
41. Kelvin.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. It seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
Tonight's game comes to an end, 5-1 the final score. The Chicago White Sox jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Willie Wynn takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year, as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Daniel Norris was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
This evening, we remind you to please drive home safely.
A player is encouraged to continue to refine a skill essential to his game.
Friday Night Baseball from the Paul Blackburn will be on the mound for the series opener.
Let's play ball. 3-3.
Here's Robbie Grossman, and you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. First pitch of the at-bat. And that's by him. It's 0-1. And guys, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, I hope the opposition knows what it's got coming to them today. Game 1 of their road trip right now, 6-2 on their homestand. They're on fire their last 8 games and playing with a ton of confidence.
And the inning begins with a quick out number 1. With that, let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, Matty, I'm looking for signs of life from Stephen Piscotty. In the last 10 games, he's hitting under 250. He's a guy they need to hit a lot better than that because he's a big part of this ball club.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him. Striding in for Oakland, Stephen Piscotty. He enters play 6th in the American League in the batting race.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
The 1-0 home. Fouled away. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. 1-2-3. Here's Chris Davis now.
The Athletic. The center fielder, Chris Davis.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss on the first pitch. Knuckler, strike 1.
So far, this has been a very good outing for this guy. Listen, he doesn't have the best stuff, but what he needs to do, and he's doing it right now, throwing strikes early, trying to initiate a lot of contact. The more pitches that the hitters see off this guy, the better chance they have to go ahead and square something up. So he needs to continue to attack early and get some quick outs, attack the strike zone on the first and second pitch.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Chicago White Sox. And guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. High in the air out to center field. Cordell is under this one. And that's out number 2. So striding forward now, Nick Hundley, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. Hit down the third base line, but this will get foul for strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Pops this one up. Crone in foul ground, but this will land untouched. One ball and 2 strikes to the A's catcher. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Ready now, Matt Chapman. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
The third baseman, Matt.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Hit out towards second. Played on the backhand. And the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single. And that brings up Chad Pinder, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Here's the 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Chapman aboard here at first with nobody out. Double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3, and they turn the double play. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, a Berkeley area native, Marcus Simeon. Pulled high in the air out to left field. O'Neill waits on it, and that ends the inning. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Robbie Grossman. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. In there, a base hit. Here's Jurickson Profar.
The batter, the second baseman, Jurickson.
First pitch on its way. 0-1 the count. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Now he bounces a knuckleball up to the plate for a ball. Right there at the belt. 1-2 now.
1-2.
What's up?
And he fouls this one off. And a foul pop behind the plate. And he'll lunge forward to make the catch for the first out. So 1 gone in the inning here with a runner at first. And up next, the outfielder Stephen Piscotty. First pitch of the at-bat. And that misses ball 1. Swung on and missed. 1-1. Now he'll step off. Grossman, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. A bouncer up the middle. Backhanded. Gonzalez for 1. On to first, and it's another double play. Digging in to try it again, Chris Davis. They'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Now the 2-1 is strike 2 swinging. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. So 1 away here with the bases empty. And that brings in the big power hitting first baseman, Matt Olson. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Only down the first baseline. Oh, he may have been a little disoriented there or something. That's going to allow his man to reach first safely. Coming to the plate now, Nick Hundley. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Starts him out with a good dancing knuckleball for a strike.
This guy's been on cruise control as we head into the middle innings of this one. And one of the big factors why, how about 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes?
Big swing and a miss at the knuckler, and now there are two gone. Now at the plate, Matt Chapman.
Now batting, third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled off. Olsen leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Lifted down the line in left. And he will get there to make the running play, and that. Digging in, Chad Pinder. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Chad Pinder.
_50th pitch of the game on its way. Hit on the ground out to short. Gonzalez is there. Throws in time, and that's out number one. Into the box now, Marcus Semien. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Semien.
In there at the letters 0-1.
The difference between 0-1 and 1-0 is so monumental, and this guy has been on top of his game all day, attacking the zone and getting
Straight up, straight up.
Popped him up. Crone has room in foul territory. He's got it, and there are two down now. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Robbie Grossman. He singled his last time up.
Grossman.
Out in front as this is skied in the air to straightaway left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the Athletic. So stepping in, Jurickson Profar. And he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a one-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning, it's so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
Astudillo takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out. At the plate, Chris Davis. And he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. Davis connects and sends it to deep left field. That one is out of here. This game is tied.
Well, this is something you don't see every day. It had the distance the second it left the bat, but it was anybody's guess whether it was going to be fair or foul. That is, until it clanked off the top of the foul pole. No question or controversy now. That's an impressive homer.
No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he needs a little discipline here. 0-2. Lifted down the line in left. O'Neill sprinting after it. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. The tying run comes. Kelvin Herrera is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half. Well, everyone was treated to a really well-played ball game in this one, and the guy you see there turned in a particularly notable performance, so he's our top player of the game in this one.
Final line score tonight.
It wasn't a huge offensive day for him. He only had one hit, but he definitely made it count. Put one out of here that ended up being a really important swing of the bat.
From the place, affectionate.
Let's play ball. He's out.
Into the box now, Adalberto Mondesi. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Royals, the shortstop, Adalberto Mondesi.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. And guys, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They come in winners of 2 straight, and they've been playing some good baseball as well.
Yeah, Matty B, and you know what, D-Row, now I guess it's time where you push that go button. You're getting a little sense of urgency. They find themselves in 3rd place, and if they want to be part of the postseason picture, it's time to get going and get going pronto.
Yeah, it's taken too long for this team to carve out any identity for themselves. They're going to have to find a way to get on a roll, offensively or pitch better. Something's got to change.
And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out. And with that, here's a look at the hometown Royals starting lineup card. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Sel Perez is definitely a guy to watch right now. He's having a solid year. With runners in scoring position, he's hitting over 300. That's not outstanding or anything, but he's consistent, and that's what I love watching about this guy. His game is so consistent.
Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a called strike. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Row, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, it makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the former World Series hero, Salvador Perez. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. High in the air out to center field. Engel has a beat on it. And that ends the inning. In is Jorge Soler. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night.
The designated hitter, Jorge Soler.
Here comes the first pitch. In there, and it's 0-1. Soler, a 27-year-old. He's currently in the first year of a new 2-year contract. The 0-2 delivery. And a knuckleball ties him in knots there, and that's the first out.
Okay, guys, here's how the Southsiders are lining up on D today. And let's take a look at catcher Wellington Castillo, putting the digits down, massaging this pitching staff through the game, and one of the above-average arms when guys try to steal on him.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Knuckleball, and he can't pull the trigger. It's a called strike 3 for out number 2. Here now is Chesler Cuthbert.
Batting 6th, the third baseman, Chesler Cuthbert.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Geyer is there. And that ends the inning. Down in order. And that brings in Hunter Dozier.
For the Royals, the first baseman, Hunter.
First offering on its way. Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1.
That pitch was right down the heart of the plate, but obviously this guy had made up his mind on the on-deck circle. He was taken all the way, and he was going to zone him up.
Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. And he got him. So with 1 away, let's give you a look at the standings in the American League's Central Division as you see where these two teams find themselves entering our ball game here today. So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring up the veteran left-handed hitting outfielder Alex Gordon. Skied in the air to straightaway left. O'Neill waits on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Brett Phillips will bat next. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Could have hit that with a 3-iron. A low knuckleball called for a strike. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Pulled toward right center field. Engel moving to his left. And that's the 3rd out. So next to the plate for the Royals, Adalberto Mondesi. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Adalberto Mondesi.
Now here's the pitch. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball.
Hey, I don't blame him for fouling that one away. His eyes lit up right there. He did not expect a changeup up in the zone with 2 strikes. Got to regroup.
Crone will pull this one in over near the first base dugout for out number 1. Digging in now for Kansas City, Josh Watson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
You might see a change of game plan right here from the pitcher and catcher. They have to find a way to get these guys off that early count heater. Look for a little bit of change of pace.
1 out, nobody on.
Hit a corn right there, straight up.
And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the 2nd out. Standing in, Salvador Perez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Strike 1 to start the at bat. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Here it comes on 0-2. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Can't start any better than this. He's set down the first 12. We played 4 full. Stepping up to the plate, Jorge Soler.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. They want to get things going. How about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Engel will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1. Stepping into the box, Jorge Bonifacio. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Jorge Bonifacio.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Chopped to third. Moncada gloves it. Throw on to first takes care of him. 2 very quick outs to start the home 5th. Striding in once again, Chesler Cuthbert. He flew out in his last at bat. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
2 quick outs in this inning so far, and his pitch count is really down. I think one of the keys is he's been attacking the strike zone early on, making these guys swing the bat so far in this one.
No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. Still no balls and 2 strikes. The next 0-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Striding into the box, Hunter Dozier. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The first baseman, Hunter.
Now the pitch.
Dozier.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Here's a knuckleball. 1-1. Pitch is popped up. Casilla has a play. 1 away. So 1 away now for Alex Gordon.
Now batting, left fielder, Alex.
Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and nearly into the hit column in a big way. Instead, it's a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Knuckleball, and he can't pull the trigger. It's a called strike 3 for out number 2.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there to try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Brett Phillips at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. Lifted down the line in left. O'Neill is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Now at the plate, Adalberto Mondesi. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
The shortstop.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1.
Hey, it's really hard to...
1-1-1.
And what helps? This guy's first pitch strike percentage, how about 100%? Can't get any better than that.
They finally break through for their first hit of the ball game, so the no-hit bid will end right here.
Yeah, Matty V, this is when you start thinking about that no-no. You get into the 7th inning, D-Row. As a pitcher, you start looking ahead to what might happen.
And that donut stares at you from an offensive standpoint as well. This guy's had his A game. You can't deny the fact that he's pitched a heck of a game, but from an offensive standpoint, you never stop grinding to get a crooked number up on that board.
Behind 0-2 now.
2-2-2.
Hit back toward the mound. A step on the bag for 1. Back to first, and a costly at-bat there as the possible tying run is erased on the double play. Ready for another chance? Salvador Perez. He was a ground-out victim last time up. And a high strike there, 0-1. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Nothing doing for the Royals. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. So here's the Royals DH, Jorge Soler. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Down the left field line and deep, and this will wind up a foul ball. Here it comes. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2. Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game. And that'll bring up Jorge Bonifacio. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
I don't know if this is great deception by the pitcher, great arm action, or just bad offensive approach. They got to find a way to get something in the zone. Somebody's got to be willing to take a pitch, maybe move something the other way to kind of calibrate what the strike zone's going to be.
The bouncer to the left side. Gonzalez is up with it. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash. Digging in now, Chesler Cuthbert. No hits to this point.
Third baseman, Chesler. First.
Here comes the first pitch.
Nope.
A bit high there. A ball and no strikes.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitch stand either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long. Yeah, man, he's locked in and pretty dominant since the first, so as long as he can get back in that groove with the next batter, he's not going to worry too much about it.
Into the box now, Hunter Dozier, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Behind 0-2 now. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ballgame, and the inning is over. Royals settling in now. Alex Gordon. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
The left fielder, Alex.
On its way is pitch number 75. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
Froze him on the bender there, and he's in the hole 0-2.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
And it's fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game. So the Royals batting order turns over and set to go. Adalberto Mondesi. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Hit in the air down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. KC down to their final strike in this one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. He's got it, and the White Sox have taken the first 3 games in this 4-game set. They'll look to sweep tomorrow as the ball game is over.
Wow, talk about total dominance. 9 innings, only 2 hits allowed. That's about as good as it gets. This guy was as good in the 9th inning as he was in the first. So close to baseball history.
And that 1 run held up tonight, 1-0 the final. The Chicago White Sox rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Willie Wynn notches his 3rd win of the year and records a complete game 2-hitter in doing so. Jake Junis is settled with the loss after giving up only 1 earned. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 20 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
A young pitcher is called into his manager's office after a notable performance. A pitcher receives kudos from his coach after a memorable appearance. A manager checks in with his ball club.